In this episode, we are going to talk about the number of transfer targets or signings that Arsenal might. I think it's kind of confirmed as to how many players that Arsenal going to sign in this summer transfer window. Probably the kind of players that they're looking at the moment. Yes, we got some updates previously before, but it's official from Fabrizio Romano. He actually came up in one of Arsenal lounge again, and he actually opened up about certain things. We're going to talk about that. Don't worry about it. So predominant what Fabrizio had to say. Aubameyang going to Chelsea. We're going to talk about a lot of players. So if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and selecting the topmost option, which is all, to get all the notifications from this channel. And of course, if you want to support me, if you like my content, hit that like button. Best way to support me, free of cost. But if you still believe that you could actually support me, take subscriptions of this channel, or super chat is always welcome. So the first news that we have for you guys is about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now what do we have here? According to Telegraph, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been identified as a possible target for Chelsea because Thomas Tuchel extended his contract, and so did Thiago Silva with Chelsea, and they believe Aubameyang could actually link up well with Thomas Tuchel, and he would definitely become unbelievable. I don't believe this news, okay? Just ignore it. Anyways, so Johan Joru tweeted out just right now, an hour ago, of course. He says that I'm retiring after 17 years as a professional football player. I'm extremely happy and proud to announce that I'm retiring from professional football. All the best, Joru. Thank you so much for whatever you did for Arsenal. And here's the funny story. Antonio Conte is now more likely to reject than accept the position of Tottenham Hotspur manager, because it's going to be a very bad situation for him actually to join Spurs with the availability of their star striker not at all confirmed. Moving on, we already spoke about these guys, Albert Sambi Lokonga. Now, who is this guy? We already spoke about it, plays for Anderlecht. So Thierry Henry is a very big fan of Albert Sambi Lokonga. He has spoken to the club Arsenal about him. Arsenal are set to make an offer for the midfielder. Anderlecht want between 13 and 17 million pounds. The move could happen sooner than expected, according to Voidball 24BE. Now, what sort of news that we all know that it's an open secret. It is an open secret that Henry and Vincent Kompany, world stars among themselves, have a good relationship. It is thanks to that good bond that Anderlecht could do golden business on the transfer market in the summer. Henry, who in the past made a big splash in the Premier League, has put in a good word for Anderlecht, and Albert Sambi Lokonga, 21 years of age, to Arsenal. The purple and white captain recently appeared on the radar at Arsenal, and a transfer appears to be in the works. With a little help from Henry, the transfer could be completed even sooner than expected. In brokerage circles, the Frenchman has been rumoured to have a touted 21-year-old to Arsenal. Do we believe this kind of news? You could, because according to World 24 BE, they believe that Henry has put a good word for Anderlecht and Albert Sambi Lokonga at Arsenal. With the help of Henry, Anderlecht could actually get 15 to 20 million is what they're expecting. So that is that. So there is some truth to it, but I won't believe in it. But yes, what is the truth? At the end of the video. Next, no time, baby. Hector Bellerin. Multiple sources are saying that Hector Bellerin is a target for Atletico Madrid. The club have had a very long term interest in him. Atleti chief Andrea Berta, who likes the player, has had several discussions with Bellerin. Now, who says that? Marca have come up with the news that the right back could be reinforced with the arrival of Hector, while Atletico has been savoured for several weeks, and it is the time to think about next season. Trippier has also shown to have no competition in the right lane, as Vrsaljko is not at the expected level after his injury. The Croatian fullback ends his contract next season, and the Mattress team's technical secretariat has marked his departure this summer as the priority. Simeone demands greater competition in a district in which Llorente or Carrasco had to play this season due to Trippier's sanction when Vrsaljko was available for the Argentine coach. So, it believes that Trippier lives alone in Spain and his family is in England, and he has just changed representation company and is now a client of Base Soccer Agency. They believe that it looks like Kieran Trippier might leave to other club. If that happens, there's only one way. Atletico will be looking out for a right back. Yes, they are looking for a right back, and Hector Bellerin enters this scenario. This is one news, okay? But here's another website. El Gol Digital has actually come up with the news that Real Betis had everything ready to start negotiations for the services of Hector Bellerin. But in the last hours, The bidding has been joined by Atletico Madrid. The team did not want to be left behind by the signing of the talented winger and has decided to stand in the way of the team. So Real Betis and the big one, as we call, is Atletico Madrid. Both are in the race. So two sources have come up with Spain. I won't believe either. I'll tell you the fact. I won't believe either. But yes, it's good to see that he's actually linked with other clubs than Betis. Man, it looks more accomplished. That could be possible. So Willian shared this on his Instagram stories, that relaxing and thinking about the future. So it's pretty much clear he's raising a lot of hints and he's raising a lot of words that he's actually thinking about his future. I'm sure he might reach up to a conclusion by now. So let's see where this ends up right now. So Arsenal have announced the 2020-2021 player of the season, and it's nobody else other than the mother effing star boy. The star boy of Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, wins, and congratulations, well deserved, by 51% votes. My goodness, in the first place. He literally swept the first position this season. Bukayo Saka is the player of the season, as you guys selected him to be. So Madrid Zone says Martin Odegaard and Dani Ceballos are both very likely to stay at Real Madrid next season, especially Odegaard, according to Aranca Mobile. So Arsenal have a top target for midfield, which is not Bissouma, whose identity is not yet known. The top target has a different skill set to Bissouma, more similar to Dani Ceballos. However, Bissouma is on the list. We're going to talk about this. Okay, we're going to really open up about it. So let's see how quickly can we reach that point. So also talking about more stuff. Yes. So 10 signings in hand for Real Madrid. Real Madrid has 177 million euros in loans and has monitored them. With them, they can cover the holes in the team and undertake the cleaning of the dressing room that the fans are demanding. So there are lots of players that they could actually make money. The total market value of those 10 players that they could actually sell is 177.5 million euros according to Transfer Market. So who are those 10 players? I mean, Brahim Diaz, Borja Mayoral, stars in this Odegaard, Ceballos, lots of players that might leave actually. So let's see where exactly things are going to go. Gareth Bale is one of them. Luka Jovic, Eintracht wants, but at low cost. Borja Mayoral, he would rather stay at Roma with Mourinho. Kubo, let's see. Renier would be stuck at Dortmund. Vallejo, let's see what happens. Fran Garcia, lots of players they're looking at, but one of the sources says that Odegaard will not leave Real Madrid. So let's see if that's the reality or not. We'll come to know about it. So let's talk about the one, the only Fabrizio Romano on Arsenal's right back targets. On the Arsenal Loon said the dream was Achraf Hakimi, but when they knew about how much Inter were asking, which is 80 million euros, impossible. Max Aarons is not in the first choice position. Lamptey is no longer an option. Maybe they will do something with the price. On Onana, Fabrizio said Arsenal were really close to signing him in January. It was a top secret deal. Now they have reopened talks with his agents. They need to wait about the suspension. They're waiting for the court to say what's happening with Onana. How many months will he be out of competition? Then Arsenal will decide to put in a bid. How much they're offering to Ajax, that's how they will manage with this Onana situation. About Leno, they're waiting to see what happens with Onana. Leno is not going to be number 2 choice goalkeeper. So if Onana is coming, I think Leno will leave Arsenal. There are a lot of clubs inquiring for Leno, but nothing advanced. And talking about Albert Sami Lokonga, Fabrizio said he's a player that Arsenal have scouted in the last months. I'm told there is still nothing advanced. Bissouma is in this list. Lokonga is a bit different. Arsenal have different priorities now. We will see in the coming weeks. About Edu, he says, I think Edu is one of the top ones, the technical directors, but he needs time. He's as a scout, great relationship with the players, agents and boards. He's a fantastic person and that's why they like him, but he needs time, as does Arteta. If you want to win tomorrow, you have to go for something different. If you want to win in long term and build something important in the long term with good talents, a good team, I think Edu is one of the best ones in the game. I really rate him. On rejecting the bid for Buendia, is it true? Was asked to Fabrizio. Fabrizio said yes. They have opened negotiations. It was yesterday. Buendia is open to join Arsenal. It's the opening bid. It's part of the game. They have a good relationship with Norwich, so there will be negotiations. And talking about will Arsenal sign both Odegaard and Buendia, Fabrizio said there are chances at the moment. They are talking for both, but don't expect Arsenal to sign both players. They are working on both, so we have to respect it. Arsenal, if they have a chance to sign Odegaard, they will continue to talk. Odegaard was really in love with the club. It's crazy because the season was really disappointing, but the history, board, fans, the player was 100% happy with Arsenal life. Odegaard would be open to staying at Arsenal, but he's a Real Madrid player. He's waiting for Carlo Ancelotti to decide at the start of next week. Ancelotti will have a meeting with Real Madrid to decide on players, coming back from loan. With Real Madrid, they changed their mind day by day. When Arsenal were inquiring the first time for Odegaard for January, towards the end of December, Real Madrid said no, impossible. 20 days after, they decided to loan him out at Arsenal. And talking about Aubameyang, Fabrizio said, I think he's one of the players that with an important proposal, he has chances to leave. At the moment, they don't consider the player as a problem. If something big happens, they're open, but if not, the player is staying. Strange news. On Willock, Fabrizio said he will have the opportunity to show his skills with Arsenal in pre-season, but the situation on the market, Arsenal are ready to listen to offers if important bids will arrive. If some club arrives with 20 million euros, it will be no. So big money for Joe Willock. And also Arsenal are considering Bissouma. I already mentioned that. So yes, Arsenal will face. Sorry. Before that, let's just find out about this because this is one of the stories that was mentioned by AFC stuff on Instagram stories. So if Yves Bissouma has, this was a story about Yves Bissouma coming to Arsenal. He tagged him. So Yves Bissouma definitely saw that. Arsenal and their fan base, crazy stuff they do on social media. Arsenal will face Atletico Madrid in the Emirates Cup on August 4th. Wow. Also, congratulations to Arsenal midfielder Mohamed El-Neni on winning Arsenal's goal of the season because of his wonderful rocket of a goal against Dundalk away in December. So this is it, what we got for you guys. So if you enjoyed this, subscribe. What's wrong with you, man? And get the first notice. And of course, very soon we're going to start with the live streams where you can be a part of it and you can actually tell what Arsenal should do in the transfer market. I would really love to know. As an Arsenal fan, it will be a pleasure to have you guys on the live stream. So more news about it, I'll let you know in the community tab. And of course, for now, subscribe.